Let's cut across to Rahul Kamal. Rahul, our news director, joining us with the latest. Over to you, Rahul.
You know, we are just hearing that Shivraj Singh Chauhan, the former heavyweight chief minister from Madhya Pradesh, is going to get the agriculture ministry portfolio. Jiten Ram Majhi, the former Bihar chief minister, head of the Hindustani Awam Morcha, is getting micro, small and medium enterprises. Shobha Karandlaje, who comes from Karnataka, is going to be the Minister of State for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. We're also being told that Rajnath Singh will retain defence. The Prime Minister apparently telling his union cabinet that most of you will continue to do what you've been doing in the past. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman likely to retain finance. You know, the interesting thing though for our viewers really to look at is that in past cabinet reshuffles or when cabinets were being sworn in, the information would come as one-way traffic. It would get put out as one consolidated list. Now, with all these images that are coming out, so a lot of the ministers, their teams putting out information portfolio by portfolio. So it's not as if it's all come out in one go. Manohar Lal Khattar has two portfolios, Housing and Urban Affairs, and he's got Power, where he's got Shripad Yasho Nayak from North Goa, the MP, as his Minister of State. So it's not coming out in one batch, it's all coming in dribs. What we know is that Jiten Ram Majhi is the Minister for Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises, something which is of particular interest to the state of Bihar. So that's the information that we're getting at this moment, Preeti, and it's coming not in one burst as one would imagine. So the fact that this is a coalition government also showing up in the manner in which these names have come out. Very, very different, frankly, from what we've seen in the past 10 years.
Well, you're right there, but Rahul, largely it does seem continuity has been favoured. If you look at the names, at least the top four, seemingly till now, we don't know who holds the Home Minister portfolio. But at least, with what we are getting in, it does seem continuity chosen over any massive changes.
But Preeti, when you'd asked me this question yesterday and we were at Rashtrapati Bhavan, I said exactly the same thing. The Prime Minister, from the time he was Chief Minister, prefers continuity, and that's just generally been his operating DNA, so he's unlikely to want to change that. I've also just heard that Shivraj Singh Chauhan, apart from getting agriculture and farmer welfare, he's got Panchayat and Rural Development. So he's got Panchayat and Rural Development. So he's got two ministries, agriculture, and it's been, what's been added to agriculture is farmer welfare, Kisan Kalyan. And he's got Panchayat and Gramin Vikas, so that's Panchayati Affairs and Rural Development. So that's a heavyweight portfolio that's been given to Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Preeti.
Well, you're right, there are two plum portfolios. And interesting, Rahul, interesting choice. You have an ML Khattar who replaces Hardeep Singh Puri where urban development is concerned, but he's also given the charge of power. And you have the former Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, who's been given two portfolios, both awarded.
Oh, absolutely. So the former Haryana Chief Minister getting two important portfolios, the former Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh getting two portfolios. So that's the breakup that we have. But again, what I find more fascinating than just what portfolios are being given to whom is that the operating style, the style of communication of this information, very different this time, Preeti, from what we've been used to seeing in the past. And I think that really is the biggest message from all the names that we've seen so far, Preeti.
Would you reckon is that the hallmark of coalition politics, Rahul? Because the last two times we heard, or even during the reshuffle, it was very different.
You know, it's not just coalition politics. Most of these are BJP ministers. See, who has that image? It's the minister and his ecosystem that has the image. So the minister sent the photo to his ecosystem. The ecosystem's really happy and there's nothing wrong in it. They're putting it out and they're sharing that information, which is the way it used to be before Prime Minister Modi came into power. And it seems to be coming back to that, Preeti.
Well, as journalists, we should only be very happy because then we have more sources we can cultivate instead of one linear source. Siddharth Zarabi has more information. Go ahead, Siddharth.
Well, one of the more significant points to note, even as we get more names, Shivraj Singh Chauhan. So, Preeti, what's happening is agriculture, Panchayat, Gramin Vikas to be brought together. So, very clearly a rationalization that many experts have also spoken about. Some more details and what we are getting to pick up from sources is श्रम और खेल मंत्री की भूमिका में होंगे मनसुख मंडाविया. आई एम reading that line straight off.
Sports Minister
and
Mansukh Mandavia.
Mansukh Mandavia and Labour also has a portfolio being mentioned against his name.
So he leaves health and now he comes in to as a sports minister. Interesting switch there.
Ram Mohan Naidu, civil aviation.
Ram Mohan Naidu now replaces
aviation.
Jyotiraditya Scindia on civil aviation.
Civil aviation, and this again going to a crucial ally, obviously, Preeti.
Exactly.
But the big takeaway at this stage, apart from the names, is really bringing together those ministries with Shivraj Singh Chauhan, who has extensive track record of Madhya Pradesh and making it the grain bowl, especially the wheat bowl of India. And from that choice purely, I think the agriculture sector, now with a person who has deep hands-on multi-decade experience, and by clubbing in other ministries, what you will see that a very significant portion of our budgetary allocation that happens from the union budget is going to be more targeted, Preeti.
Well, it's interesting because, Rahul, I'll bring you in. Earlier, where agriculture was concerned, there was Mr. Tomar from the very state. When he was replaced, it was Mr. Mundai, and now it is Shivraj Singh Chauhan. But, Rahul, I'd like to draw your attention to the new civil aviation minister, gone to an ally, and a 36-year-old Ram Mohan Naidu from the TDP takes over the reins as civil aviation minister.
You know, I met him yesterday at Rashtrapati Bhavan. We exchanged pleasantries. He says, I'm the youngest minister in this unionist cabinet, Rahul Saab, and you see I'll have a very important role to play. So these guys are young, they're charged up, well-spoken, educated. I think the country will get to see a lot of them, and they've been waiting in the wings for this opportunity. You know, somebody who met Chandrababu Naidu 10 days ago and then met him again after the verdict said, boss, how life can change in just a matter of 10 days. 10 days ago when I met him, this gentleman was saying Chandrababu Naidu was a little unsure. He was hoping to win, but he couldn't be certain. And now when he met him, you know, his chest was puffed up. And, you know, yesterday at Rashtrapati Bhavan, the likes of Lakshmi Mittal, the likes of all the big businessmen who were there were all making a beeline from him. He wanted to go meet everyone. So body language changes. And a lot can change just in a matter of 10 days. What we're also hearing from our audience is, from our reporters, is that Chirag Paswan potentially gets the Ministry for Sports. So he gets the Ministry of Sports. And
there
you've got...
Rahul, there seems to be a discrepancy. Correct. Because Siddharth has said it's Mansukh Mandavia who's been given sports.
You know, I think fair disclosure at this stage, some of the names and portfolios that you have heard, viewers, are coming from photographs of a document that has names and pictures.
You know, Rahul, this is fabulous. We are back to old school journalism where, because these leaks are coming in from all over the place. It's not how it used to happen. Whatever way it is, we welcome it.
And we can say, Preeti, for establishing that with our viewers who will hold our feet to the fire, otherwise, is that there are photographs, there are names of those portfolios, and what we understand from many of the reporters from the network, including Business Today, who are on the job, is that these are documents that have come out after the meeting of the cabinet.
All right, so we're going to hold the news on who's going to be the sports minister. Is it Chirag Paswan or is it Mansukh Mandavia? We're going to hold that. But Rahul, I want to bring you in. Dharmendra Pradhan, Rahul, holds on to HRD ministry. That means he's not going to be the chief minister of Odisha.
And I've just heard from sources in the Janata Dal Secular that Kumaraswamy has got major industries in steel, heavy industries in steel. That's what the JDS is telling us. Now, this is frankly, it's not about who gets what, Preeti. The story really is the manner in which this information is coming out. We're being told from the JDS. Okay, I've just also got information that Sarobinda Sonowal, the former Assam chief minister, he's got ports, shipping and waterways. And Shantanu Thakur, who's the Matua leader from West Bengal, important cast in the BJP's calculations in West Bengal. He's the Minister of State for Ports, Shipping and Waterways. If this is the way this government's going to function and information will come out, it will be very different from what we've seen and really makes things very exciting. It also means that there could be the odd error, but essentially, Preeti, information coming from different sources, and that just makes it a lot of fun.